Hi everyone, my name is Angela from Angela Stitches and welcome back to my channel. So I'm starting today with some unboxing. I have two things here to open, and one of them is this big box from one of my subscribers, and she sends me a lot of goodies every once in a while, and she sent me a lot of fabrics and trims before, and I loved everything. I actually used some of them in my finishing projects, so I'm super excited to open this one here. I didn't have my scissors here, so I had to go get it, but let's see here. I guess I can just open it this way. Wow, there's... she always says it's a small package, that it's not that much, but look at all of this stuff. There's also DMC in here. And, oh, there's more. Some needles. Look at this. I'm trying to get everything out and then look at it one by one. But sorry if you could hear that. There's construction going on upstairs, so it's pretty loud to me, but I don't know if the camera is gonna pick this up. But so it's a little later in the afternoon, and the sun is going down, so I'm going to do this real quick, but the construction upstairs was getting louder and louder, so I had to stop recording after I showed all of the things that I got. I need to go back and listen to it though, because I don't think you can hear me very well. But yeah, so I waited and I think they are done for today. People usually stop working around like 5, and right now it's about 4:50, and it's been quiet for a little while, so I think they're done for today. Yeah, so this is my update from yesterday's stitching, and I didn't stitch today yet because the noise was giving me a headache, so instead I made some cookies and decorated them. Well, I made the cookies last night, but I did the decorating today, so that was a lot of fun. So I'll add some clips before this probably, but yeah, so this is Autumn Sampler, and I worked on the dress. So this is actually 2 shades of reds. I don't know if you could tell, but I did some of that and also some of the half stitches here. And there's some back stitching and French knots for these spiders, and it's really cute, and I think that's going to be really fun to do. So I'm going to do that today. And then let me get my... Okay, so after Autumn Sampler, I was going to work on my Knightmare, but I was really just focused on Autumn Sampler. So I didn't have the time to work on this last night, but I'm going to work on this today. And I think I say this every time I talk about this project, but my goal for this is to at least finish the page that I'm working on. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to work on this 30 minutes a day because that seems to help me get progress on projects that seems to take a while for me to get into. So yeah, I'm going to work on this first before Autumn Sampler. And then I asked in my last video to comment if there is a project that you wanted to see me work on in my videos, and someone commented that they wanted to see Adam's Family, and so here it is. So this is actually finished. I finished it a while ago, probably last Halloween, I think. But someone wanted to see it, so with this, I did a color and cotton conversion, and I loved all the colors that I chose. It's really dark and grungy looking, which I really like for this project, and I really like the font. It's just like the TV show. And then this was really fun to work on because each character was like a small finish. And then I think my favorite part was Gomez's suit. I really love this backstitching. I think it looks so cool. But yeah, so this was really fun to work on. And I don't have an idea how to FFO this yet, but I don't want to frame it. But I know I want to hang it on the wall, so maybe I'll try to FFO this by end of this year. I think this will be a fun FFO project to do that is kind of different than my other projects just because of the size. So yeah, I'm going to think about that. So I worked on Knightmare, and I realized that this is a really hard project to tell where I worked on unless it's like a really big section. So I worked on along this edge here and also some of the bottom section here, and it's also really hard to explain where that is in the helmet. So I always say this is like the hinge area where the mouthpiece moves. So in the chart it's about right here. And with this project, I didn't start from the corners like I usually do when I start a new project. So instead, I started from the middle, so about right here, because there wasn't any place for me to start from the corners. Like these sections are all empty spaces, so it just made sense for me to start from the middle. So yeah, I worked on this, and then instead of working on my autumn sampler, I worked on a small design that I made. So I'm gonna work on making that into a quick ornament with a hoop and take some pictures so that I could have it up on my Etsy shop this week. So I have a little problem here. So I wanted to use this hoop for this, but I cut the fabric too short on the bottom, so it's not getting caught in between the hoops, and I want the design to be in the middle. So this is not working out, but my plan was to do a hoop finish and then add this bow that I made out of this burlap material ribbon, and finish the back with one of these felts. But unless I get another smaller hoop, this isn't gonna work out. So I think I'll just take the pictures like this for now, but I'm gonna do a different finish for this later next month. But this is a small fall chart that I made, and it only calls for 6 DMCs, and it was a really quick stitch. So if you're interested in this chart, it'll be available in my Etsy shop as a PDF file. So I'll have the link to it in my description box. But yeah, that's a bummer. So I worked on Autumn Sampler yesterday, and let me get some of this out of the way. So I worked on the banner a bit more, and I really love the shading on this. I think it looks really cool. And then the spiders, and I think that is so cute. I wish there were more of it, but I think there's only 2 spiders in this whole design. And then I also started on the letters here, and then I parked some threads so that I could continue the banner and also for the letters. I think I'm about so if I do the back stitching, it'll be up to the second L, so HALL of Halloween. So I think I'm going to work up to the crow here because that seems to be where Halloween section ends, and to the pumpkin here. And then after that, I think I'll start working on some of my other Halloween projects. So yeah, after this, I also worked on my Knightmare, and I did make some good progress on it, and I'm super happy about it. So I worked on all of this on top here, and it doesn't look like it, but that was a lot of stitches. And so this is the very edge of the page, and this is the other bottom edge here. And then all I have left are these corners. Then page number 1 will be finished, and I'm super happy about that. So I think if I finish this page, I think I'll start working on my Hade project, Simply Meant to Be, the story keep size, because I really want to get some progress on that too. So yeah, and then today I went to a store called Artbox. It's a big stationery franchise in Korea, and they have one really close by, and I usually don't go out anymore, but I needed to get something, so I went, and I was really surprised though because it was literally empty. I was the only one there. So I'm going to add some videos of it at the store because it's a really cute shop, and all I got was a eyebrow razor because mine was getting really disgusting, but I just wanted to show you the stationery store. And I'm also still reading Uzumaki by Junji Ito. I don't have the book with me. It's by my bed right now, but I don't know why I do this, but I read it before bed and I feel like I'm seeing spirals when I close my eyes. But the manga is really good. It's just very manic, if that makes sense. Like so much stuff about spirals, and I started to realize that there are a lot of spirals in our daily lives if you think about it, and that kind of creeped me out, and also in nature too. I don't know, it's so crazy. And it's really interesting because in the story, people get obsessed with any type of spirals, and the main character, or the main character's boyfriend, says that it is designed that way. I don't know, I don't remember if it was worded that way, but basically it is designed to get you mesmerized and get sucked in and get obsessed with spirals. And one of the characters actually uses spirals to get attention from other people, and bad things happened. But yeah, so the manga is divided into episodes. So I'm reading one episode at a time because it's just too chaotic and too manic to read it for a long time. So I'm just taking it really slow. But I really like it. It's really interesting. So yeah, I think that's all of the updates that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. So I'm going to end the video here, and I'm trying not to get my videos longer than 20 minutes because I think that seems to slow my laptop. But yeah, so I hope everyone is getting some good Halloween stitching done, and let me know what you're planning on doing for Halloween because I'm not doing anything, so I just wanted to hear what other people are planning on doing for Halloween. I hope no one's going trick-or-treating, but there's so much stuff that you can do for Halloween at home. If I planned ahead, I think I would have done the cookie decorating on Halloween with Halloween colors and Halloween shapes, but I think I'll just watch. So there's this Korean animated movie out pretty recently, and I think it's available on YouTube, but you have to pay for it to watch it. And it was originally a webtoon, and I think I saw the webtoon a long time ago when I was in college when it first came out. And but it came out as a animated movie this year, so it's an adult animation and it's a scary one, and it's called Beauty Water. So it's about this girl who's obsessed with how she looks, or basically the whole society about beauty standards and all of that, because Korea has this crazy high standard of beauty in my opinion, and I guess that's a common thing now everywhere else too with social media and all of that, but yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. But there's this trailer if you look up Beauty Water, it'll come up. So I think I'm going to watch that on Halloween. But I'm kind of nervous because from what I remember about the webtoon, it wasn't a really like a feel good story, if that makes sense. If they kept the same ending, but it's just an interesting concept about beauty and beauty standards and how that could affect people. So, yeah, I think that's my plans for Halloween. But yeah, so I'm super interested in what everyone else is planning on doing for Halloween this year, or if you even celebrate Halloween, or if you have any Halloween traditions in your family and friends. Let me know in the comments because I would love to hear about them or read about them. So, yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll come back with another stitching vlog very soon. Bye!